If you make talking head videos with no fancy editing, no fancy setup, no fancy gears, how do you retain your audience? You need to master the rhythm of your sound. You need to talk to camera like you sing a song. Well, how do you do that? Here are 4 of my best ways. Let's get into it. Number 1, trigger anticipation. Whenever you read a sentence from your video script or speak a phrase off the cuff, leave a tone of anticipation towards the next part. This makes people feel something bigger is gonna come up next. You can inject this on the last few words of your sentences, just like what I'm doing right now. Watch this interview between Jack Conde, where Jack was so good at this.
I love that. And that's just like, I think, plain and simple. It's like, at the end of the day, what did you remember?
That's one of the best ones I've ever heard. One of the things I wanted to talk about today is like...
Number 2, the 1-word hack. This is so powerful. Whenever you end a part or give a pause while you speak, if the next part starts with words like but or and, include that within the first part. Here's a practical example to help you understand. I have been a content creator for 3.5 years, but I'm still not an expert. I have been a content creator for 3.5 years, but I'm still not an expert. You see the difference? This is another way of anticipation, but in very high degrees. Number 3, feel your talk. Part of the reason why we can't skip an interview of artistic/ex-musician tech CEOs like Jack Conde is because they feel their talk. They behave like it's a performance. So they have to have all of the instruments of a speech going right. They are not afraid to be expressive with their emotions. If something requires a lot of crying or a lot of excitement, they don't mind doing it. You see what I mean, right? Think of yourself as a performer. Would you act differently if your YouTube videos were a paid show where every viewers are paying you to enjoy your performance? I know you are making educational videos, but this is a part of personal branding that keeps people coming back. If all you care about is education, then don't make videos, write newsletters. If you make videos, this is a part you must optimize. If not, there is no value in making videos. The idea is not to be overly expressive, but to be true to who you really are. I am like this from a young age. I am more than this. I'm always trying to bring that version of me who is more engaging and more fearless. We all are at like that at some point, but we just lost our souls. Just bring that back. Number 4, dynamic voice. To make people engaged with your voice, you need to do everything that is opposite of a monotone. Monotone is an idea used in alarm clocks, where a single tone is repeated several times to distract us from our sleeps. This is also the scenario with people over 80 or 90 years old. They speak with a single tone. This makes young people get too mad at them. Yeah, it's not because they sound bad, but they have a monotone voice. To not have a monotone voice, to have a dynamic voice, every time you speak a sentence, ask yourself, what will be the tone that makes this message more clear and obvious? Once you have that clarity, speak that on camera. Here's a bonus tip before you leave. To understand how you sound in real time without having to play back after recording your audio, use a headphone to monitor your voice. You can do the settings in Audacity or the software you use for recording your audio. Almost all of the voice artists and podcasters does this. This allows them to be conscious about how they sound and make necessary changes if they don't sound good. If you are not doing it yet, like myself, due to some complexity in your setup, at least monitor your voice in your mind. You can't be precise with the output, but it's way better than doing nothing. If they are obsessing over external devices, this is the least you can do. That's all for this video. Do these 5 changes and you will make way better videos. I will see you on the next one.